What's up, comic fans, and it's time to preview the comics coming out October 2nd. That's today. A little late on the video, huh? But let's go. Let's get into it. We're going to have spec books. We're going to have spotlight books. We're going to have FOC books for next week. All right, get those orders in by Monday. And we're going to have the rest of the books coming out this week. And we're going to do it all right after this.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, let's get into it. You know how we do. We start off with the spec books. First off, we have Batman 153. Why did I sing that? No idea. All right, Batman is back with a vengeance. Bruce Wayne's new public initiatives have Gotham on the verge of finally becoming a great city. Does that bright future include the Riddler, who's seemingly gone legit, or the new unnerving hero Commander Star? And that's where we stop, because we got a new appearance of what appears to be a good guy, Commander Star. All right, and usually good guys have some stick. We'll see what happens with Commander Star, but this is the start of a whole new storyline by Chip Zdarsky, and that's why that's on the spec list. Next up, we have Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes special number 1. Why is that on the list? Because we have the first appearance of Phantasma. You may remember she appeared on some random, I think it was a Ghost Rider cover, but anyway, there is a variant cover. I think this is cover B with her on it. Phantasma is no longer like a theoretical superhero. This is an actual real superhero, a Colombian roller derby champ. All right, so we have the first appearance of Phantasma. Remember, this is not the first cover appearance, but this is actually the first story and appearance of Phantasma. Next up, we have Star Wars The Battle of Jakku, Insurgency Rising. Just a couple of first appearances in this one. Maybe some cameos in here, but it looks like we have no less than four first appearances in this Star Wars book. All right, let's talk about some spec I dropped, I think 2 weeks ago. The Incredible Hulk. This was cover price 2 weeks ago. The Incredible Hulk number 6. If you didn't pick it up, too bad, so sad. It is now a $20 book. All right, so maybe you can still find it at the shelves of your LCS. Maybe you won't. I guess there's a couple of variant covers. None of them are as valuable as this one, because you have the first appearance of the Spirit of Vengeance from a century ago. It's right there, Nick Klein cover. This is cover A. All right, so 2 weeks ago I dropped, I started a new segment about older books that had some spec around them, some being a bigger book, some being a smaller book. This was the smaller book. With that being said, for this week I have neither. I don't have a big book, I don't have a small book. My only advice would be try to get some underpriced Uncanny X-Men books, like the first appearance of Mr. Sinister. All right, that is 221 there, right? And then Jubilee, which was issue 244. I don't know why I clicked that. There we go. But yeah, try to pick up those books. They're a little bit, I think, underpriced, especially if you can get a near minty copy. This one for $45. I see a little staple damage there. I wouldn't get this one. All right, so don't go to this link. All right, let's move on. Let's get into those spotlight books. First off, we have All In Special from DC All In Special number 1. This is going to have a couple of things happening in there, including the introduction of the Absolute Universe. This is a cool book because it has the first cover appearance of the Absolute Universe, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman on cover A. Now you may be looking at this and saying, hey, wait a minute, I don't see any of the Absolute Universe characters on there. That's because they're on the black backside. It's a wraparound cover. All right, so they're there. They're just, you got to flip the book around. All right, Hyde Street number 1. This is another spotlight book. It's another Ghost Machine, from another Ghost Machine title from Jeff Johns. I don't know why I had a hard time saying the word title. But yeah, you have that. So that should be cool. It's a horror-based book, and Jeff Johns has been doing really, really well with his Ghost Machine imprint. So let's go. Let's move on. Deadpool number 7. That's another Spotlight book. First appearance of Ellie in her suit on the cover. Yeah, I thought there was a variant cover that had her on the cover, but I could be wrong. I may have just pre-ordered it or something like that. Anyway, it's Deadpool's been fun. Been a fun read. All right, let's get into those final order books. These are due next week, October 7th. Well, so in 5 days, on a Monday. What do we got? We got Batman The Long Halloween, right? Klaus Janson, Jeff Loeb on this one. They're kind of paying homage to Tim Sale, right? I think passed away like 2 years ago. But doing the sequel to The Long Halloween. I've heard good things about that. I just ordered this. Kahori, Reshaper of the World. You may remember her from the What If show if you watched the last season. Now making her comics debut. So that's a thing that's happening. All right, now let's get into the rest of the comics coming out this week. Let's go. We're starting off with Image Comics. Deviant number 8 of 9 is out this week. That was a pretty good read. I feel like there was a little lull in between issues, but James Tynion, boom, do it. Falling in Love on the Path to Hell. This is the 4th printing of number 1. This is actually a really good read, so check it out if you dare, I guess. What else do we got? There's some mowing of the lawns happening behind me, but we're not stopping the video. We're gonna keep going. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but I can. Grommets number 1 gets a 4th printing. That's actually a pretty cool cover on the 4th printing. If I see that, I might grab that one for issue number 1. You got Hyde Street, couple covers for that. Jeff Johns doing it right. A lot of horror books, right? This is horror book season. You got King Spawn number 38. Redcoat number 6. Spawn number 357. I'm pretty sure Spawn has a new character this week. Kind of drawing a blank on the Reaver. No, the Reaver already exists. I think there's a new character. Let's see. Sometimes in the keep your friends. That's how the old saying goes. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. That's how the old saying goes. Al doesn't typically like working with a partner, especially one that may have ties to heaven and hell, but she seems to have her powers for some reason. Now it's determined to find out why. Alright, it doesn't name the character, but I'm pretty sure there is a new character in this Spawn book if you are a Spawn fan. Then we got we got Standstill number 1, so that's a new number 1 out of Image. Alright, so if you're into collecting those, grab that. And then you got The Walking Dead Deluxe, which is The Walking Dead in color. Couple of issues there. Boom, here comes the boom. Ready or not, you got Creeping Below number 1, right? We said it's horror season, so that is coming out this week. What else do you got? You got a 2nd printing of Minor Arcana by Jeff Lemire, issue number 1, and then you got Rangers Academy number 11. Titan Comics. Whoa, we just decided to skip Titan, didn't we? But you have Conan Barbarian Battle Blackstone number 2 coming out this week out of Titan. Alright, we're off to DC Comics. DC's got a couple of books coming out this week. Absolute Power number 4 is out this week. Dan Mora on the cover. Love Dan Mora. A lot of issues. A lot of different top name artists coming out. Absolute Power number 4 still going. American Vampire book 1. American Vampire is really cool. If you want to read that, this is a reprint. That's already been out before, but yeah, that's good stuff. Batman, we already talked about a new character in Batman. Number 153 is out this week. Choose the cover you want. There's a whole bunch of different covers. What else you got? You got Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries number 10 if you're into that. Birds of Prey number 14. I know a lot of people are reading that. You got the all-in wraparound cover. Alright, so that's there. A couple wraparound covers, honestly. Right? Are they all wraparound covers? Looks like most of them, or a good amount of them, will be. DC Horror presents Creature Commandos. That's cool. There is a Jim Lee cover, so I know some people will be picking that up. Let's keep the ball rolling. What do we got? Justice Society of America coming to an end with issue 12 of 12. I don't know. I haven't heard too much about that, but could have been good. Plastic Man No More is on issue 2. These covers have been, let's just call them nightmare fuel. Poison Ivy. There's a Jenny Frison cover if you want that. The Jessica Fong cover isn't bad. There are a lot of covers for Poison Ivy. Shazam is on issue number 16. And I think we're just going to move on to Marvel Comics. Let's see what's coming out of Marvel. Daredevil, issue number 14. They have a Doom cover for that one. Deadpool's on issue number 7. There's a Doom cover for that one, including a bunch of Ellie covers. I think this is the first cover appearance of Ellie in her costume. I just think I pre-ordered a couple of these, so that's why I'm confused. What else do we got? You got that Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes special. We talked about that. This cover right here also seems to have pumped up in price. I think it's getting like $9 now. So getting extra $4 on top of what it costs. The Immortal Thor is out today with issue number 16. More Alex Ross covers. Secret Wars number 10 is out. Web of Spider-Man number 1 gets a poster. I was like $8.99. Why is it $8.99? Because it's a poster. But if you want a poster of that, it's a dope poster. Star Wars Battle of Jakku Insurgency Rising number 1. Right, that has a bunch of first appearances. Even though it doesn't say ordered, I ordered it. I'll be getting it just from a different shop. What else you got? Storm number 1. I don't know. I'm skipping Storm. A lot of Storm fans out there. Storm number 1 is out. Ultimate Black Panther number 9. There is the reveal of the Sorcerer Supreme of the Ultimate Universe in Ultimate Black Panther number 9. You got a facsimile of Uncanny X-Men number 244. We talked about looking for that at a relatively good price a little earlier. Venom War number 1 has the Clayton Crane horse variant. Alright. So that's actually a really cool cover, honestly. You got the horse hanging upside down by the webs. Little classic Clayton Crane art there. That does look like a fun cover. What else? A lot of Venom War. There's also Venom War Spider-Man number 3 of 4. That is the first cover appearance and the first appearance of Spider-Man as the King in Black. I don't know what's happening in Venom War. I haven't read any of the Venom War stuff, so not quite sure what is going there. And if you're a J. Scott Campbell fan, we're going to end with X-Men number 5 with the Jean Grey variant. All right, off to Dynamite. What do we have coming out of Dynamite? I don't know, because again, the screen just decided to flip. Here we go. We got Barbarella number 1. All sorts of issues, including the cosplay. Pick the one you like. Look at all these issues. If there's one thing Dynamite is never short of, it is covers. All right. What else we got? Red Sonja, Death and the Devil. It's on issue number 2. Also, Dynamite releases all these variant and special covers, and metal covers, and foil covers, and all this other stuff. Premium covers that you could spend a ton on if you really want. Vampirella Dark Reflections number 5 is out this week. Again, lots of covers for that. And now we're off to the rest of the books coming out from the other publishers. I'm really sorry about that. The screen keeps doing that. It's a weird thing. Got to figure out what's wrong. Yeah, there you go. You got an Archie Halloween Spectacular one-shot for you Archie fans. That's what I was trying to find. Assassin's Creed Visionary Powder Decima. If you are a Assassin's Creed fan, there is an Assassin's Creed comic for you, including this cool Wolverine #1 homage cover. There's a Betty and Veronica Jumbo Comics number 328, also Halloween themed. Let's see, if you want a Black Cat #2 signed by Bill Sienkiewicz, they have that for you at a price. The Crow, Dead Time #1, that's a 3-issue series. That is also out just in time for the Halloween season. Cult of the Lamb is coming to an end with issue 4 of 4. Alright. What else we got? Hey guys, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. I took that from JZ. Jigga. Alright, where are we? Godzilla Rivals, Mechagodzilla vs. King Ghidorah. That's issue #1. So, I know there's some Godzilla fans out there. There's also Godzilla Skate or Die, issue #4. I've seen a lot of Godzilla comics coming out in the last few months, and you know, it's cool. Godzilla's he's a really cool character. And I'm not gonna lie and pretend like I'm a big Godzilla fan, but I do appreciate Godzilla. Like, I watch a Godzilla movie and I'm like, yo, that was dope. Let's see. Is there another comic worth shouting out? And guys, if I missed one, just let me know. Put it down in the comments. Be like, yo, this is a cool comic to read or check out. Sesame Street #2 by Oni Press. Shadow Man Soul Eaters #1. That's a new #1 that's out of Valiant. Shadow Man's been around for a while. Night Watcher Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #2 is out. Alright, what else do we got? Wesley Snipes Exiled gets a trade, Volume 1. So check that out if you want. That's out of Massive. And I think that's it, guys. That's it. We're at the end of the comics coming out this week. So comic fans, do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get ready for this week's books. If you like the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Go ahead and throw me a thumbs up and comment down below. Peace. Deuces. Alright, so Gotham by Best Man #1. I actually got that last week. Or Man's Best, not Best Man. Man's Best #1, so I'm not sure why that is loaded up here. Oh, you know why? Because we're on the wrong week.